Today on DadRod Garage, we show you how we wrap Hotside and some tips and tricks that'll help you going forward. Because header wrap is a pain in the butt and it sucks getting on your hands and arms. So here's a couple tricks to make it better.
Get it wet.
Ah.
Number one, get it wet. Cuts down on the dust and all the crap that you're going to breathe. Number two, wear eye protection and a breathing mask and gloves on your hands.
Or if you like risky business, safety squints.
This is just kind of like a partial roll, but it's brand new and it's good enough probably to get this one done, maybe even 2 sections of my Hotside done. I like to kind of keep it wrapped up on the roll. I soak it in the sink. And then I come here, I trim off the straggly edges, and then I start. Now, I also have the stainless steel bands, which are really nice, but they're a pain in the butt when you don't have the tool. I have the tool, but we don't know where it is. So I'm having a terrible time separating it.
So
from
we
my
made
zip
one.
ties. So I made a tool because you want to pull this tight with the tool, and then you want to crimp that down. I don't have the crimper either, so I just use a hammer. But I cut a slot, can you see that? Mm-hmm. I cut a slot in an old socket, and then that way I can run that band through there and then ratchet this tight, and that'll pull that stainless steel.
And then if you don't have that, you can also use mechanics wire.
Yes, I'll show you that trick when we dig it out of the trailer. Well, it looks like I got enough bands to do this Hotside. And I like to really kind of try to get it stretched and tight. Curves are a real pain, so I like to get, around the pipe to get it started and on itself. And the tighter you can get it, the better.
Yeah, I just watched it kind of hug that well.
You try to get it right. Try to get it to pull tight, especially on your corners. Now, I'm still holding this because I don't want to let that go. I want to get this quite a ways on there. And I like to cover half of it, if possible, so you don't get a gap. Now, look, when you come around a corner like this, especially an outside corner, it's going to start to buckle. So one of the tricks I've learned is to actually kind of fold it on itself if you're starting to get a little bit too much material, because it's not going to stretch. If you're getting a little material, just kind of put a little fold in it underneath where you're pulling, and that kind of try to take up that extra material.
And we will link the header wrap we're using here in the description down below. So
use the titanium
so you can
lava.
pick some up too. Whoop.
Lava stuff.
It doesn't turn white. It stays
right.
It stays this color
even after it cooks.
Right. We've bought some like black in the past, and you use it. It gets hot twice, and it turns gray and white and ugly and.
Yeah, this holds its color.
Yeah.
Although it's quite a bit lighter. It's gold.
Yeah, that's
this
showing
wet.
Dark because it's wet. It's this, which obviously has held up well on Dad's downpipe for a little over, half season, full season?
That was a full season on that one. I got some old stuff around here. It's laying on the floor over there, the old stuff. That's got a couple seasons on it.
There you go. Oh. I got that for Christmas on Amazon. That is going to be super handy with our Iobies. We're excited. Anyways.
Yeah.
I guess I'll put a link for that down below too.
To hold your power tools. Your battery power tools.
Well, you're making some progress.
Just stand there and look pretty holding the camera while I'm...
that's what I'm good at.
Pulling my nads out.
It beats time lapses with crappy music.
Really? I think I did a pretty dang good job editing my first video ever.
You did.
You never thought I could even do it.
I'm glad. Yeah, you did it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I know you didn't compliment me.
I did.
Didn't even say it was good.
I told you good job.
But you said you did it.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to use them muscles.
Oh yeah.
But seriously, making it wet helps a ton.
Big time. And you ain't breathing the dust off of it then either. And this stuff will smoke for an hour or two when you first get it hot and start it up. Don't worry about it.
What about mild? What about wrapping mild steel with the wet?
I think it dries. I mean, I would still do it.
Right.
But I don't know. We always use stainless steel. I had mild. My very first turbo car had some mild on it. And too many guys got horror stories of it rotting out, and you don't know it. And stainless steel is so cheap now. It really is that I don't even worry about my mild anymore. We just buy stainless steel. You can get stainless steel good or quality from Aces or Race Part Solutions or something like that, or you can buy the cheap stuff on Amazon. Sometimes you can find a little thicker. This 2 1/4 was a little bit thicker. Dan was very happy with it welding it.
Okay.
But this is Amazon stainless steel here.
Amazon special.
I don't like doing that, but you can. You know, you're going to spend.
When you got to be budget, you got to be budget.
You're going to spend $400 probably in tubing and bends and pie cuts and all that, but you can get tight pie cut, tight bends then.
Oh, if you
go Amazon, you have to pie cut it yourself.
Yeah.
Which is not the easiest to do. Okay, do you want to work the vise for me?
Yeah, whatever you
Running
need.
the camera, loosen the vise, that way I can flip this bad boy over. It helps when you have 2 people. Okay. Can you open it a little more? A little more, son? Thank you. All right, crank it. Yep, thank you.
Welcome.
You're all right. Look at the team we make.
Yeah, if you don't have a vise, you're definitely going to need 2 people or a really strong foot on the ground. I've used before.
Yeah, or find a buddy.
Yep.
Or a spouse or a girlfriend to stand on it.
I can't believe.
Or your boyfriend.
I can't believe how much better just making it wet though is doing for you. Because I think the last one I did dry.
Oh, it's awful. And I'm overlapping quite a bit too. I'm not being. I'm being generous with my overlaps.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
It's gonna look nice and it's gonna last though.
Yes.
I tried to, not overlap on my last one, and
you try to conserve.
I even used some of those bands over there, and it still got like it slid off, and then because it wasn't overlapped all the way,
I hate it when it slides off.
It slid, and then it got loose, and then you're losing crap going down the track, and I could see it hanging on under my car and some of my burnouts and stuff, and it's like
just take an extra couple minutes. Seriously, man, it's not that. It's not that hard, but it is a little bit of a pain.
I'm definitely guilty of not taking the extra couple minutes.
I mean, look how much I burned up.
All right, how much was on that roll?
Probably a half of 50 foot.
Half a roll.
Probably used 20 foot.
On a 2 1/4 inch pipe.
But like I said, I'm
2 feet long, 30 inches.
I'm overlapping a lot.
Yeah.
I'm planning on running this one a couple years. Before I build my twins.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. And I do like to go around a couple times on that last one.
Yeah. That helps lock it in with that band, which is what I failed to do.
Yep, I like to be generous. Don't try to be too tight.
Let me grab a tripod.
Yeah, it would help, Dad. Look at these gloves are covered in it, man. Probably getting through it even, too. Might want to wear rubber gloves. Problem is, every time I wear rubber gloves and I start to do this, oh, dude, they're destroyed halfway through.
Don't wear rubber gloves.
So I like to grab the leather ones. I get them wet. They get full of fibers, man.
No way
they're full of fibers.
All right, what do you
then I also fold the end on itself to make like a little hem, so you don't have all these little stragglers sticking out. So I fold just a 1/4 inch of it on itself.
Makes sense.
Then I like to do this through the hole.
That's what she said.
That joke's old.
It is, but it's
never.
It's a dad joke.
never gets boring though.
All right. Now, do you pull up or do you pull out?
I pull this way because you're trying to pull. No, pull into itself. That's right. Pull into itself. That's a trick too, because you don't want to pull
Like that?
it. Nope. Pull into itself. You'll have to cut it off. Yep. I always crank down into the pipe. Yep. Oh, my hands hurt. Thank you. All right, now I want to find a little.
Do that.
And I'm not even going to tell you whether this is right or not. It's how I found it works for me. Come around here. We gotta. We're losing our pipe. I think there's actually a little tool that does that, but should be able to pull that out now. And then I like to actually take a little extra. There you go. And cut it off. Boop. And a couple extra just for finality.
So he pulled it against itself there, back over the thing, and then cut it off and hammer
Correct.
it down.
Some guys just come out this way and then they just press that tab in the middle. They smash that tab and then it's out, and I think they can loosen up over time. I like to fold it 180 on itself. I'm not saying that's the right way of doing it.
Well, now if that
it's the way
ever
I
get-
do it.
yeah, if that ever gets loose now, it still can't loosen up because you folded it against itself.
I think it just gives it an extra little break, kind
I
of.
like it. You didn't
Oh,
even.
we did tear it a little bit.
You didn't even do one on that side though.
No.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I think what's a dry? I mean, we could.
I mean, it's up to you. Like, it saves you a band as long as
Yeah,
you
but-
wrapped it against itself enough there.
Having this in the vise, should almost put a rag in there. It did start to, when
yeah.
when I was smashing it, it dropped a little bit. It tore it, but it'll be fine.
And then the rest is rinse and repeat.
Yeah. It gets to be a little bit of a pain when you run into the merge.
Yeah.
You know, doing a single pipe like this, a little bit easier.
Yeah. It's not fun. Nobody said it was fun.
No, this is not an enjoyable part of building a Hotside.
I feel like we've had bands before that kind of self-lock.
I think there's been better ones. These are China Amazon ones again. We're on the China kick right now, you know what? Okay. Oh, sorry, not the prettiest, but. And this is. Doesn't fit anymore. I'm gonna have to move my. I have to reroute my my fan wire.
That's gonna look so pretty. And your radiator and your fan will thank you. All right, that's the end of the video.
Really good at doing this one-handed while somebody's filming.
Yeah, now we got to do that 3 more times to the big pipes, and then
There.
Dad's got to decide if he's going to do these or if he's going to let them get pretty and
I think I'm
stainless.
just gonna leave them alone right now.
I think for
I'd
now.
like to ceramic coat them.
That is definitely easier to wrap than that, but that's going to work. That'll do it for this time on DadRod Garage.
Heat wrapping your Hotside.
Heck yeah. And don't forget, we have merch.
Oh, we'll have on.
Pick yourself up something. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.